Good evening. I'm Elizabeth Bateson, and this is Fuse. Inaccurate media reports claim that Fairfield University received bomb threats, and in response, the Department of Public Safety quickly issued a statement explaining that the information was inaccurate and that no threats were reported or made against the university. The Connecticut Post, who first reported about these threats, updated their published article to reflect that Dwight Elementary School in Fairfield was placed on lockdown, not the university, and that they received a robo-type phone call at about 10:40 a.m. Police were immediately alerted by school officials, and students were relocated to the athletic field. As a precaution, a bomb squad and a bomb-sniffing dog swept the school, but nothing unusual was detected, and the threat was deemed non-credible. According to officials, a preschool program with 16 children was also affected, and the children were sent home with guardians. Police said that all of the students involved are safe. With the housing lottery fast approaching, students are stressing about whether or not there are enough residence halls on campus. With limited choices for sophomores, students have been sent to live in the freshman resident hall, Gonzaga Hall, for the past few years. The Fairfield 2020 Experience, a strategic 5-year plan that guides all university decisions, is working to fix this issue. Associate Director of Residence Life Charlie Souza says that Fairfield is in the process of meeting with different architectural firms, and a new resident hall will be built, anticipated to house about 200 sophomore students. While Res Life is exploring a few different sites, they're leaning towards placing the new building between Regis Hall and Gonzaga Hall with a similar structure to the other buildings already in the quad. Res Life is hoping to open the new building in the coming years. The FUSA Senate voted in favor of a student pride committee to generate more school spirit across campus. The topic arose after FUSA members agreed that there is a lack of school spirit on campus. The main goal of the committee is to provide more events for the student body to build a stronger community. Junior Senators Matt Parenti and Stephen Penna proposed this idea, hoping to increase the number of students that attend athletic events, Glee Club concerts, plays, and other various events on campus. The Student Pride Committee will include 3 members from the Student Life Committee and 3 members from the Academic Committee. Now we'll turn it over to Lily Oxenen for your Stag Sports Update.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Now here's your Stag Sports Update. Softball took to Florida during our spring break, playing 11 games overall. Their most recent, facing the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, ended up in a win for the Stags, 14-3. By the end of the first, North Dakota tied Fairfield's 2 runs. Then our Stags were able to pull through with 3 more runs in the second and third innings. North Dakota was only able to gain 1 last run before our Stags collected 9 more, winning the game. The team had 7 wins overall in the trip. They're due to face Stony Brook Thursday, March 17th at 2 p.m. As baseball team is facing a 13-game losing streak, they look to break it with a game against the St. John's Red Storm. During their trip to North Carolina, the Stags were able to gain 1 win against Charlotte in their 3-game series. After their matchup against St. John's, on Wednesday, they head to Delaware for a 3-game series. That will begin on Friday at 3 p.m. The Stags women's lacrosse team seemed to face more challenges, putting a stop in their 3-game winning streak with a loss to the Denver Pioneers. The Stags fell to the opponent 10-6. Our top scorer of the game was Riley Helstein with 3 goals. The team's next game will be away against UConn Saturday, March 19th at 1 p.m. Men's lacrosse hosted the Yale Bulldogs at Conway Field in Rafferty Stadium and fell to the team 10-5. Colin Burke offensively led the Stags with 3 goals. Charlie Horning and Jake Knotzman also contributed to the scoring with 1 goal each. Goalie Tyler Baring made 14 saves this game. March 19th is their next game at Colgate starting at noon. Both basketball teams fell to Monmouth in their quest for the MAC Conference title. Luckily, each team has the opportunity to play in postseason tournaments. The men's team will play March 16th against the University of New Hampshire in the College Insiders postseason tournament, while the women's team will face UMBC on the road Thursday at 7 p.m. in the Women's Basketball Invitational. That's it for sports. Go Stags! Now back to you, Elizabeth.
Thanks, Lily. For Lily Oxenden, I'm Elizabeth Bateson, and this is Fuse.